Negro and so-called Indian descent, that according to history and according to the fact that you have a young dust, a collective dust, you are the biblical Hebrew Israelites.
That's right.
You blacks and Latinos, you are God's chosen people. I know it's hard to believe and accept that because of the condition that our people live in. You blacks and Latinos have been living in the ghettos, struggling for years. Ever since we've been in America, our people and our forefathers have been struggling. But guess what? The Most High promises and made a covenant for you and your forefathers to get you out of captivity, to get you out of bondage. And guess what? What's the alternative? Excuse me. The Most High's requirements. All you have to do is keep the Most High's commandments.
That's right.
It's that simple. All throughout the Most High's word, which you call the Bible, the Most High gives you a way out of the condition that we're in to this day. The Most High said, thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not commit adultery. The Most High gave you a dietary law, which is beneficial to you, your temple. It's simple things that the Most High gave us in order for Him to get us out of captivity. It's us as a nation that make it harder. It's not hard to keep the Most High's word. You think it's hard because you grew up in churches and these pastors and preachers teach you the word contrary to what the word itself says. They make it harder. They make it seem like it's complicated to get closer to your God. But it's very simple. If you open up your Bible and read for yourself, you will find that out. But our people don't like to read. Because these churches and these places of worship have destroyed our people so much that now we don't want to have anything to do with the Bible. Now our people don't believe in the Bible. And those that do believe in the Bible, they don't understand the Bible. Because they've been taught wrong for hundreds of years. But now the truth has been coming out. And what is the truth? That according to the Bible, you blacks and Latinos are the chosen people of the Most High God.
That's right.
According to the Bible, the one you call Jesus Christ is the so-called black man.
That's right.
That's the truth of the Bible.
That's right.
According to the Bible, the so-called white man that calls himself a Jew was not ever, is not now, and never will be a Jew.
Right.
That's the word of God for you. The truth is a hard pill to swallow. Oh, what you got? Get Isaiah 58:1. But even though the truth is a hard pill to swallow for most of our people, it's our job and our duty to give you that truth.
Free shop service is available at West 4th Street.
The book of Isaiah. Okay. The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud. Speak now. We're crying aloud. We're crying out the oracles in the word of the Most High. We're crying out to our people to give us an ear so that you can receive these spiritual seeds, so you can wake up to who you are. We're crying aloud. And it says what? Spare not! If you don't care to spare your feelings. Right. Truth is truth. If you can't handle the truth, there's something wrong with your spirit. That's right. We're not going to placate to your emotions because you can't handle the truth of the Most High God. That's right. Come on. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Let's go. And show my people their transgressions. So it's our duty, since we woke up and found out that we were living a life of transgression. Now that we know better, we have to teach our people better and let you know that you've been living a life of sin, a life of transgression. What is transgression? Sinning against the Most High's laws, not keeping God's commandments. Simple. But it's this system in this country that further pushes our people away from God. Why? This country pushes homosexuality. In the media, in the school system. They trying to take God out of the school system. Well, they've already done that. They're trying to take it out of the court system.
Hello, everyone.
That further pushes our people away from the Most High God. Right? This country will be destroyed. Because this country has destroyed the mind of God's people. This country has blacks Go back to Proverbs 22:28. Because we're in the month of November, right? And later on this month, everybody is going to be celebrating what you call Thanksgiving.
On Thursday.
Thursday, right? Just in a few days. Now, if you're a black and Latino, and you're celebrating Thanksgiving, you hate your people. Right. You have no compassion or love for your very own people. If you find yourself on Thanksgiving eating turkey, if you find yourself with a big old hog with pineapples on it on that table Thanksgiving Day, first of all, the Most High says you're not supposed to be celebrating days created by the heathen. You're not supposed to follow the way of the heathen. But you blacks and Latinos love everybody else's culture except for your own.
That's right.
But guess what? The Most High is going to destroy America for what they did to the North American Indians.
That's
right. The natives of the Caribbean islands.
That's right.
The Most High will destroy them. The so-called white man, woman, and child, you stripped the natives of America of their land. You broke every single treaty that you made with the North American Indians. Bring it up. And you haven't been recompensed yet, but you will. That's righteous judgment from the Most High God. Read what you got, King.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 28. Remove not the ancient landmarks.
Remove not the ancient landmarks, come on,
Which thy fathers have set.
so now, all the natives of the Americas set up societies here when they came to so-called North America, to the Western Hemisphere. They were over here keeping the Most High's laws and commandments. But then, here comes along the so-called white man, strips them of their land, remove the borders of our brothers. That's why our so-called Mexican brothers need a passport to get into their own country.
Right.
This white man removed the ancient landmarks, the ancient borders that our brothers set up. Now read what you got, King.
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 21. I hate, I despise your feast days.
Hold on, King. How you doing? You have a question?
Yeah, what's your argument?
Well, as you can see, we're reading out of what's called the Holy Bible.
I know the Bible.
Right. So now, we're not any particular religion, because the Bible in itself is actually not a book of religion. It's man that took the Bible and made hundreds of religions out of it. But the Bible itself tells you what it is. Can I get Joshua 1:8? I don't want to speak from my own vain opinion. Let it come out of here. Come, King.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. Only be thou strong, like this book of the Lord shall not depart out of thy mouth.
So now, in the Bible itself, it tells you what it is. It says this book of the law. So this is not a book of religion. The Bible doesn't say be Catholic, be a Jehovah's
I
Witness.
understand. It's actually 66 books, and some books are books.
It's actually more than 66 because there's books that have been taken out of the Bible.
Okay,
You
but
understand?
is this
The King James,
So that
right?
would be 66.
Right. So now when you do the King James 1611, it has the Apocrypha, which is an extra 14 books that were taken out. So we are called the Hebrew Israelites. We out here letting our people Hebrew Israelites. You know, people like Moses, who went out of Egypt. Here's the thing. Yeah, they come. Might be nice and right. Connecticut. Okay, now what would you say your nationality is?
Well, I can say where do I descend from? Like my ancestors, Irish and French.
Irish and French. Okay, now, excuse me. Let me ask you something. Now, most people consider these people the Jews, right? The biblical Israelites. I'm not going to assume you do, so therefore I'll pass. According to what you know, maybe what you've been taught or believe, are these the Jews of old?
Are they Israelis?
Are they the real Israelites?
Well, I really don't know a lot about that. I think that what they believe now
It is knowledge,
to
brother.
believe is true. And no, I don't think that.
Okay, so now, are you a Bible believer? Okay, good. So now Moses,
right? Go to Exodus. And now, these people claim to be Jews, right?
Yeah.
But now, according to the scripture, according to biblical archaeology, it totally contradicts that notion that these people are the original Jews. Now, Moses was an Israelite, yes?
Yes.
Yes, he was so-called Jews and Israelite, right? But the scriptures let you know what Moses looked like. 2 points I would like to bring out. Point number 1. Moses was raised amongst the Egyptians. Now, at that particular time, what did those ancient Egyptians look like? So by common sense, they would have been largely people of brown skin people, right? So now, well, the ancient Egyptians, the original Egyptians were Africans. So now, Moses was raised amongst the Egyptians, right? You remember the decree at that time. Right. So now, if Moses would have been looking like one of these guys, he would have been easily identified when Pharaoh's daughter found him floating in the river. He would have said, there goes one of those Jews that I decreed and need to be killed. Because he would have stuck out like a sore thumb. But guess what? That did not happen.
They were brown. They were all brown.
So now, Moses must have looked just like the Egyptians did. You understand? Now, to further prove that, what you got?
The book of Exodus chapter 4.
We're going to the burning bush. Come on.
Verse 6. And the Most High said furthermore to him, put now thy hand into thy bosom.
Put his hand into his bosom. Right?
And he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
His hand became as leprous as snow. He became white as snow. Meaning it changed color. Now go ahead.
And he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again.
Put it back into his bosom. Come on.
And he put his hand into his bosom again. And plucked it out his bosom. And behold, it was turned again his other flesh.
Turned back to its original color. Now, it would have been no miracle if his hand went from white to whiter. Doesn't make sense. His hand is obviously a different color. He pulled it out, white as snow. Put it back, took it out again, it came as it was previously. So more light, it gives you instant clues as to how the Israelites actually look. And some are even more blatant. Job 30:30. So, if these things do not fit the scripture, who are they?
Well, at the very least, they would have been looked Middle Eastern. They all would have been darker skin, brown eyes.
What do you mean by Middle Eastern? You mean more of an Arabic type?
Well, just Middle Eastern people.
Here's the term Middle East is actually a relatively new term. When they built the Suez Canal, that's when that term came into play. Prior to the Suez Canal, there was no such term as Middle East. You know? So now, when you deal with that term is non-existent. It's a non-factor. It's very moot. So now, and the Israelites were not Arabic type. Because you're thinking of the modern day Arab.
Well, they were considered, what do they call it? Semites. They were, that whole region, they were called Semites.
They were Semitic race. You're right. The Semitic lineage, but they were a people of color, as we showed you through Moses. Now,
I get that.
The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
Now, that speaks for itself. Now, go to Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. Now, Solomon, clearly an Israelite, right? He was a Jew. Song of Solomon. Now, let's see how he describes himself.
The book of Songs of Solomon,
Anybody has the Bible dictionary?
chapter 1, verse 5. I am black.
Wait. Read verse 1 with me.
The book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon.
So now this is the Song of Songs, the big Solomon, meaning it was written by King Solomon. Now go to verse 5.
Verse 5. I am black.
What did Solomon say?
I am black.
Now I'm hearing it.
I am black.
Who got another Bible? Song of Solomon 1 and 5. I think I can't say Solomon's black. That's a mistranslation. His brother got the whole Bible. Please tell me what your Bible says. It may say something different.
There's another one right behind you.
Songs of what? 1 and what?
1 and 5.
This is the book. This is Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. It says, I am black.
Whoa, your Bible says the same thing?
Yeah, dude.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Fake true right there.
Solomon says he is black.
Hold on, pull it up on your phone. Maybe it's a transliteration.
Atalo Yehudi.
Mine says, I am black but comely. And this is the blue letter.
King James Version? Now, keep reading on.
King James Version.
But comely, O ye daughters of
So now
Jerusalem,
here's Solomon bragging. He said, I am black,
but comely
but comely, meaning handsome. He said, I'm black and handsome, ye daughters of Jerusalem.
as the tents of
As
Kedar.
the tents of Kedar. Do you know who Kedar is according to the Bible? You got it? What is it?
As the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me, because I am black.
Okay. This is the Bible dictionary, okay? So now, read that part again. 25, come on.
I am black but
I'm
comely,
black and handsome. Come on.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem,
Let's go.
as the tents of Kedar.
He says he's black and handsome as the tents of Kedar, right?
So they
Now,
were made out of goat hair that was black.
now listen. So now,
Dictionary of
Go. So now, here's the Bible dictionary. Let's see what Kedar is, what it means. Read it.
The definition of Kedar in the Bible dictionary. It says, probably either mighty or dark.
Mighty or dark. Well, we know, if you read it in context, he's giving himself a description as far as how he looks. So he said he's black as a
I know where you're going with this. What's the point?
The point is this, right? The point is this. Truth ultimately prevails. Now, we're out here pushing the truth. We're out here letting the world know who the real Jews are. Who God's chosen people really are. You understand? And along with that, we have to cover every single basis of truth. From these people not being Jews to who are the real Jews. And then when we teach who the real Jews are, then we have to teach them what they have to do in order to receive salvation, which is keep the commandments of God. So we're out here to proclaim to the world, not just our people, proclaim to the world who God's people are, because that's the biggest secret on this earth right now. Read tracking.
John 17 and 17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is
The
truth.
word of the Most High is truth. That's what we are here, to bring the word of the Most High, which is truth.
Okay,
You know, and that's how I want to sanctify. Real quick to Solomon. Let's go back. Now this is, oh, by the way, this book, Russian icons, right?
In Russia right now.
In Russian, right? Now this is the description. This is King Solomon. Now it says, detail of a traveling iconostasis. The Prophet Solomon. School of Moscow, late 15th century. That's how they portray Solomon, the crown skiing man. But now, modern day images, it's whitewashed. It's whitewashed. Why is that? For those Bible believers that say, I don't care what Christ was, and I don't about color, I don't care what color the Jews were. Well, if that was the case, then Bible is the original image of the Jews, the original image of Christ too. Why?
As far as what color Christ was, that's really a moot point because of the fact that God is spirit. God is
I'm sorry, I just want to interject one second. You said the color of Christ doesn't matter. Did you know that 2 days ago, what is it, Christie or Sotheby's auction? They sold a picture of a white Jesus for $450 million, and you're going to tell me the color of Christ doesn't matter? Now, if that color of Christ was a black man, you think that picture would have sold for $450 million?
I don't know, but I'm not really talking about that. I'm talking about spirit.
But where does the spirit reside? In the flesh.
Well, I mean,
And why does all of the images, why does all of the images
St. John, chapter 14, verse 28.
a white man with blonde hair, blue eyes, if color doesn't matter?
make sure my
No, here's the thing. This is why you're incorrect. What he looked like is very important. You know why? Because we got Caesar. This image here, you may not know it because obviously you're a white woman. This image here has affected people of color psychologically. You understand? Our people see this image and then views the white man, woman, and child as an image of superiority because they believe their Messiah looks like them.
That's right.
You understand? Your people, do you know this image was forced on the natives? It was either worship this image or burn at the stake.
Why don't you just go back to the Bible?
You have
What is
Change it.
any spiritual following Christ, they know that the Word of God said He's not a respecter of persons, and they wouldn't think that.
Let me ask you this. Freshman, let me ask you this. According to the Bible, who did Christ come to save?
Did Christ come to save? Everybody. Everybody.
Psalm 75.
He came to save everybody.
Everybody? Every race, creed, nationality that believes in Him, right?
Well, not believes in Him. When many people believe in Him, it doesn't make them have any promise of
What matters is
heaven.
that they walk the way He walked, right?
It matters if
Now-
it's because no man is good. Like things like the Ten Commandments, they were given to people to prove that nobody could ever live up to the Ten Commandments. Nobody
That's
has
false.
ever. It is
I'm jumping to. Let's go through the Ten Commandments, right? It says, "You shall have no gods before me," right? Now, if you're a God fearing person, you know to worship that only one God. Do you worship many gods?
Well, I struggle with that sometimes.
Okay,
I struggle
most
not
Bible
with God.
believers, do they worship more than one God?
Yes, they struggle with it. If they're honest,
No, you're making an
you've never
assumption.
struggled over.
Listen, now, if she believes, like most Christians, religious folks, that there's only 10 commandments, and she's saying those basic 10 are hard to keep, whoo, imagine once the world finds out there's over 613. Right. You have a problem. Now,
I understand.
thou shalt not have no other gods before me. If you're true,
Let me just
follower, let me
ask
make
you-
my point because I heard you out.
understand your
Now, it would not be hard to worship that one God. It's like keep the Sabbath day holy. It's not hard to do that. Is it hard not to steal? Is it hard not to murder? Is it hard not to be adultery?
Well, the New Testament.
You know why it's hard for you?
Because
Because your people are the wicked that the Bible speaks of. The spirit that is in you is not upright, so it's hard for your people not to live after God. Because your people, all throughout history, have done everything contrary to the will of the Most High God. So that's why it's hard for you and your people to keep the commandments.
glory, son, but you're lost if you
So no,
believe
you
that.
said Christ
But
came to
God
die for
said
the world.
in the New Testament,
Let's see
it said
what the
that
Bible says.
If you have hate
Read what you
in
got,
your-
King.
If you have like hate in your heart,
Right.
you murdered. if
Galatians
you
chapter
lusted
4
after a woman,
and verse
Christ came to die for everybody, right? Get it. Let's see what the Bible says.
Galatians chapter 4 verse 5.
But you can't just
And
pull things out and
it
think
says
it's
to
correct.
redeem them.
So from verse 3.
Verse 3. Even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world.
That's right.
But when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth His Son,
Jesus Christ. Come on.
made of a woman, made under the
Under the
law,
law. Come on.
to redeem them that were under the law.
So it says, God sent forth His Son to redeem. So when you redeem something, you're bringing back something
You're buying it back.
to a particular
I
point.
understand that.
Okay, so now, to redeem them that what?
that were under the
That
law.
were under the law. So now, who was, it was who?
The Jews were.
Now let's go prove that. Come on. Psalm 78:5.
The book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in
He
Israel.
appointed the Lord where? So
Israel.
now Galatians chapter 4 and 5 said, the Most High God sent His Son to redeem them that were under the law. And you admitted it was the Jews. And Psalm 78:5 says the law was given to Israel. So the Bible is telling you that God sent His Son, Christ, to redeem the Israelites. Now let's see out of Christ's mouth. So get St. John chapter 11, Matthew 10:5.
The new covenant. You don't want to hear anybody else speak. That's not somebody who's.
Let me bring this point out, then I'll hear you out a second, okay?
Right. In the book of John, chapter 10,
Verse 11.
and verse 11. And And it says,
Out of Christ's own mouth.
right, it says, even the very dust of your city, which
St. John, you're in Luke. St.
Oh,
John
stop.
10 and 11.
John chapter 10 and verse 11.
Come.
Okay?
Because Christ himself tells you he came to die for.
Right.
The church says something different. Come on.
Bring it out.
The book of John chapter 10 verse 11. It says, I am the good shepherd.
You don't know that. Come on.
The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.
He said he's giving his life for the sheep. Now he's going to iterate that in the 15th verse.
But he that is an hireling and not the shepherd,
Verse 15, come on.
oh, verse 15. As the Father knoweth me, even so I know the Father.
Come on.
And now lay down my life for the sheep.
So verse 11 and in verse 15, he said, I'm going to lay my life down for the sheep. Now, according to the Bible, who is the sheep? According to the Bible.
Sheep are the people who follow him.
So that's everybody?
Anybody who
Oh,
follows
but let's see what the Bible says. Read it.
Book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them saying,
The 12, he sent forth the 12 apostles and commanded them saying what?
go not into the way of the Gentiles.
He told them, don't go to the Gentiles. Good old Jesus didn't say that, did he?
Go not to the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritan, enter ye not,
Come on.
but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That sheep is the house of Israel. So twice I've shown to you that according to the scriptures, Christ came to die for the Israelites. Come on, King. Now read it for you. Now check this out.
No, you're taking things out of context.
Matthew 15 verse 24. That's what they always say. And this is right. And it says, I have not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Here he is again. Who you call Jesus Christ, proclaiming that he wasn't sent to anybody but the children of Israel. That's right. The promises belong to you. The covenant belongs to you.
That's right.
So it's high time for you blacks and Latinos to wake out of sleep. Come back to the Most High's laws and commandments. That's right. That's the only thing that will take you out of captivity.
That's right.
Come on, King. No, come on, I got you.
Oh, you right, so like the brother was saying, man, the Lord is only dealing with you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. That's the only ones the Lord is concerned with, man. When you read the Bible, he's not concerned with any other nation besides you so-called blacks and Hispanics. You so-called blacks and Hispanics, you're the most oppressed. You're the most in poverty. You make us the highest rate of diseases. The Lord said this would happen to his chosen people. Why? Because you strayed away from the laws and commandments of the Heavenly Father. Okay, let me get Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Okay? You blessed Hispanics, you're a special people, man. The problem is you're not acting like a special people right now. You're not acting like a kingdom of priests right now. Okay? You're acting like a bunch of slaves, willful slaves at that, worshiping your oppressor, man. Worshiping the white Christ, whose real name is Caesar Borgia.
That's right.
Okay? That white Christ you have in your churches, that's a false image. According to the Bible, that's the image of the beast. We're not supposed to have any graven images in your churches or in your houses, man. You bless the Spanish, man, you kill me. You think the white man's gonna come, rape, rob, and murder you, and then come save you?
Right.
You think the white man came, stole your land, stole your nationality, but here's a white man coming to save you? You really believe that? That's a damn lie, man. According to the Bible, the Messiah is a so-called black man with white woolly hair and dark skin. But you blacks and Hispanics, you don't believe that. You know why? Because you got a lot of self-hatred, man. You have low self-esteem. You no longer believe you're a king no more. You no longer believe you're a princess no more. Now you resorting yourself to niggas and spics as society called you, man. And you walk around with unruly behavior that no nation respects. Why? Because you degrade yourself, man.
That's right.
Every behavior you have is degrading yourself, degrading your own people. Hey, King, what's your nationality, brother? What's your nationality, King? You care for truth, you care for knowledge? Because the white man's killing us rapidly,
Right.
Okay?
Right.
The white man's killing us like crazy. But you bless the Hispanics, you don't care about that, man. You bless the Hispanics, you don't care how much police is racial profiling you.
Right.
You don't care how much dead white racist crackers is killing us in the middle of the streets every day.
Right.
But guess what? The service of the Lord, we don't forget that, man. Because the Lord said what? Remember the days of old. You blacks and Hispanics, you're forgetting the days of old. You forget that this goddamn cracker walking down this train station had led our people into captivity. You forgot that's the devil that the Bible speaks. You blacks and Hispanics, you gotta have a backbone nowadays, man. Now that you were soft, man. You don't know how to call your oppressors out. You don't know how to call your slave masters out. Alright? We had rebellious slaves back in the days that knew the crackers was the goddamn devil. But you blacks and Spanish right now, you asleep, man. Right? Read that, kid.
Book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is for Israel.
The Lord said for Israel, man. Okay? According to the Bible, the nation of Israel is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's who the children of Israel is according to the Bible. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, outlines that you blacks and Hispanics would be in slavery right now. The Bible says you blacks and Hispanics would be in captivity to this day. Up to this day, you're still under your oppressors. Right. You're still under your captors. Right. Okay? The Bible said that. But you look at reality, that's what's happening. So you can't tell me the Bible ain't true, because the Bible said you blacks and Hispanics, which are known as the nation of Israel, wouldn't go into cargo slave ships. Wouldn't have their land taken away from them. Wouldn't have their culture changed. Wouldn't have their language changed. So I'm going to tell you something. You Hispanics, you speak in Spanish, that's not your original language. Bring it up. Spanish came from the conquistadors, alright? The conquerors, the Spaniards. That's where the language Spanish came from. Right? When you read when you look into archaeology, when you look into history books, the Native Americans, they weren't speaking Spanish. They were speaking ancient Paleo-Hebrew. That's right! And that's facts. You can't even argue that, man. Okay? Because we got stones to prove it. We got artifacts to prove it. We got primary source to prove it. Right? Now they got niggas saying Spanish and this, bro. That's right. They got y'all numbered, man. Alright? Right. We got a lot of history proving that the Hispanics are Israelites. I know. They finished. They are home YouTuberites. They ain't doing the goddamn thing for the people. Right? So we out here teaching what? Repentance to our people, man. Repentance to the 12 tribes of Israel. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. You gotta come back to the Lord. You lost your power by coming away from the Lord. By not keeping His commandments. Okay? That's how we strayed away from power, man. Because you blacks and Hispanics, you had times of rulership in the past, man. Your history did not start in slavery. Your history did not start with Christopher Columbus. It predated all that, man. As great kings and priests. Okay, we don't, okay?
Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God.
Excuse me, can I ask you a question? Right? Your people that's in the number are now people. Right? Do you think you deserve payback for that? You goddamn cracker. Huh? All you devils is going to slavery, man. Not one of you white people is going to be left out. From the least to the greatest, all you white people is going to be put into slavery, man. That's facts according to the Bible. Okay, we don't, okay?
And prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
Right, just like our brothers up here, man. The same way Paul was in the spirit, we in the spirit that we hope all Israel could be saved, man. We hope all Israel could wake up and realize the white man's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right. We want all of our people to unite under the laws and commandments of God and realize that you are Israelites, man.
That's right.
You sisters, stop dyeing your hair, man. Right. Stop being unnatural, man. That belongs to the white woman. That don't belong to you. Okay, we come from royalty. Let me get 1 Peter 2 and 9 real quick. Okay? We come from a nation of royalty and priesthood. Alright? A black woman, stop taking our white man. That's right. That's right. Okay? Get out. Stop being a hunter murmur and a hunter chump. You're working a goddamn cracker. He murdered your ancestors. Bring it out. The hell is wrong with you dating a white man, man? You ain't not with a piece of punani to him, man. A stick in the wet back that he can just get over. That's what you are to him when you marry a white man. Right, you guys in the Spanish, you better get in order, man. That is not what the Uncle tells us. That is not what the Kumbaya God, everybody's in a long spirit, man. He's not with that. If he was with that, he would have been out of captivity a long time ago. Because everybody thinks God is going to love. Everybody thinks that God loves everybody. But guess what? God does not love everybody, man. He has a special people that he has chosen separate unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. Okay, we don't care. First Peter 2:9. First Peter. Hey, brother, man, real quick, yo, king. Yo, real quick, what's the nationality, brother? You don't want knowledge, brother? You don't want truth? That's why the white man can kill you and get away with it, man. The white man can kill you and get away with it because our people don't want the truth no more, man. What's up, King? We gonna build up? What's up, man? What's going on? You like being lost, King? You like being a white man's slave? Right? You got a 9 to 5 every day to work, right? You don't have no time for the truth. Come on, man. Our people is vulnerable slaves, man. That's why a lot of black Hispanics that receive judgment, I don't even feel sorry for them, man. Because they look at themselves. Right, we try to tell you to separate from your enemies, but you want to join your enemies. You don't even care about the truth no more, man. That's right. It's sad. It's sad. You black Hispanics, you're the most oppressed, but you're the least worried about the truth. You're the least worried about what's going on in this world. Right? You want to go ahead and buy Jordans and sneakers and all these materialistic things that's in the world right now, man. All right, y'all lost, man. Come back to the laws of God, man. That's how you can gain your title as kings and priests. That's right. Right, preach that. The book of 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation. Right, the Lord said we are a chosen generation, man. You know how special you have to be chosen by the Lord Almighty himself? Okay? It says you're a princess according to the Bible. You know why? Because according to the Bible, black Hispanic women are above all women who are on the face of the earth right now. Right. You know what that means? You're better than the white woman. You're better than the average woman. And look at her, she didn't even want that. She looking at me frowning like, are you serious? I'm better than the white woman? You must be crazy. Look at that. Our people don't even want the greatness. Let the Most High be still on them, man. That's crazy. Because me hearing as a so-called Puerto Rican, I'm a nation of Israel, and being God's chosen people, I feel special from that day on, man. I don't know how our people don't come up here and get stuff from people. Okay? I don't know how black and Hispanics come out and hear that they're special people above all people and don't want that title. That's a slave mentality, man. That's a slave mentality. Okay? Your king in the corner right here with the blue. It's the white man and the devil. That's right, but yo, get them on camera, man. The white man and the devil, yes or no, brother? That's right, brother, and you're right. You know what? Because according to the Bible, we are the chosen people of God. That's right. So-called black Hispanics, Native Americans, we are the chosen people. And you know what's our nationality? We are Israelites, brother. Don't call yourself black no more. Don't call yourself West Indian no more. Don't call yourself Haitian no more. And that's slave master's nationality, man. Straight up, okay? You know what we out here doing? We gathering our people, man. Because right now it's open season for black Hispanics, man. These racist cops get off every chance they get, right? Every time they kill you, there's no justice and no peace. Why? Because you black Hispanics, you don't know how to gather yourself together, man. As a nation, you guys have to 921 real quick. Alright? Do you think white people should pay for what they want to us? Don't look at the stars, talk to you, man. Hey, you a white man. Hey, I know you heard me, man. And guess what? Your story's gonna be destroyed too, along with you. Yeah, come here, boy. Yeah, come here, boy. Right, you're not gonna get your slave, man. Hey, Daniel Adam, you don't want him, I'm done, man. Right? So you gotta wake up, man. You black and Hispanics, you gotta wake up.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourself together. Yeah, gather together. O nation not desire.
You hear that? The Bible says, gather yourself together, O nation not desire, man. You black and Hispanics, you're the nation that's not desired. No other nation desires you, brother. Right? The white man calls you a nigger, he calls us a spick and a wetback or an immigrant. Right? He stole your land and claims your nationality. The white man don't love us, man. Okay? And guess what? A lot of our own people don't love us. Right? So many Uncle Toms and coons, our own people hate us for exposing the enemy. And it's sad, man. It's sad. Okay? What you got?
Gather yourself together. Ye gather together, O nation not desired.
And let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 and see the conclusion of the whole matter. Okay, Ecclesiastes? Alright, the spirit. Yeah, read on, okay?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13.
Read.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Right, the Bible says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Hey, King, what's your nationality, brother? Brother, right here with the study, man. Egypt love being a slave, right? 9 to 5 and go right back home, do nothing. Right? Read on, King.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Read.
Fear God and keep His commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
That's the whole duty of man. Okay, read on.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So every work is coming to judgment on the earth, right? Whether it be good or whether it be evil. Okay? So with that, let me ask you, hey brother, what's your nationality, King? What's your nationality, brother? Real quick, what's your nationality? Real quick. What's your nationality, brother? West Indian. West Indian, look, come here real quick. According to the Bible, the West Indians, you're from the tribe of Benjamin. That's the true nationality. Your God-given nationality. I'm going to tell you something, King. You are above all people that are on the face of the earth. That's what God said in the Bible. God said the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we are above white people. We are above the Arabs, Japanese, and Chinese. All nations that are precious. Understand that? When you leave here today, at least leave with the knowledge that you are Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. Because if I ask you, where did West Indian come from? Where did that name come from? What would you tell me? Right, but how do you apply that? How do you do that? You can't prove that. The slave masters, when they raped, robbed, and murdered you for the land you have now, they named you West Indian. Now let's analyze it real quick, right? West means what? It's a silent word. Indian means savage. So when you call yourself West Indian, you call yourself a West savage. You're not a West savage, man. See what I'm saying? This is what the white man has given you in terms of nationality when he conquered us. So you are actually an Israelite, you are a king and a priest according to the Bible from the tribe of Benjamin. That's what you are, brother. Let's try to come back to God's law and repent. Get away from religion. Because the Bible speaks against all religions. Whether it be Christianity, Roman Catholicism, Islam, the Bible's against that. Because Christ never preached religion. He preached laws and commandments to a specific people, to the nation of Israel. And that's who you are, brother. You are from the nation of Israel, man. The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. So before you leave here, what's your nationality, brother? Huh? No, what's your nationality? According to this culture, we already know St. Lucian, West Indian came from the slave land. But this is a God-given nationality. You're from the tribe of Benjamin. You're an Israelite. Keep that in mind, brother, because Christ is also a black man who's coming back to you. So it's important to your nationality. But when Christ comes back, he don't want to hear West Indian. He don't want to hear Negro. He don't want to hear Puerto Rican. That's not nationality. That's what he gave us. Understand that? Read that paper. Any information you got, any question you got, reach out to us, King. But before you leave, I need to confirm what's your nationality. There you go, brother. That's right. Shalom. King, most of us, alright? Read that paper, man. Alright, so that was saying, Shalom.
Hom Yasha.
Yeah, Shalom, Israel. It's Bunyal south of the lines in Israel. We was on the camp in Atlantic in Brooklyn with AOC. Beautiful camp, man, you know what I'm saying? Cast the net. Some people was edified, you know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful camp today. You know, a lot of Egyptologists, you know what I'm saying, come across the camp, and of course, you gotta bash them on their doctrine and all that, but overall, it was a beautiful doctrine. I mean, it was a beautiful camp. He was edified, you know what I'm saying? Especially in 10 tribe, you know what I'm saying? They came around. The look of confusion on their faces when they see blacks and Hispanics together, it was just, you know what I'm saying? You know,
It's always a priceless look.
yeah, right. You know, but overall, it was a beautiful camp, man. You know what I'm saying? Most houses willing, we can do this again, man.
Con. Hold that real quick. Go ahead.
So I'm witnessing. Dr. Allah was a Babylon, one Yasha Allah, coming from A to C, that's the price of the We here with Lines of Israel. We had a MAC unit camp, and it's beautiful here today. We here at Barclay Center, Atlantic Avenue, Brooklyn, we came. They came from their sides of BX to come with us and BJ. And it was a beautiful camp, man. Brother, when y'all stop talk well, brother, the elder Zahar, captain, McGunn and Captain One Yahweh Shah.
Right.
You know, real quick, Zaab, the spirit, he had this damn demon, this cracker.
Right.
He got him to reveal himself, and he really showed how sorry he was for his ancestors. Because he came and he licked all of our food.
That's right.
All the dust off our
That's right. Shiva Mashiach Yahushua.
Shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High in the name of Christ. AOC, Alpha and Omega Clan, Lions of Israel, together as one. We came out here, pushed the word of the Most High in Christ out here in Brooklyn, Atlantic Terminal. All praise to the Most High. The word went out, Scripture says the Lord's word will not go out void. So we do what we're supposed to do. The Lord is calling us as teachers. That's what we're doing. Coming out, teaching the people, whether they're here, whether they forget. Alright? Shalom to all my brethren. Alright? Lone Wolf, all my Israelites, I don't care what tribe you're from, I don't care what camp you're in, as long as you accept Mashiach Yahushua, and you're waiting on the 144th to be sealed, all praises. Shalom.
AOC Camp Chronicles. Camp was beautiful.
Y'all can't put something
Brothers and sisters was edified. Walking out.
There you go, kid.
Edomites was looking boots.
Right.
All praise to the Most High.
Go ahead.
All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Shem. Most High brought that devil to the floor. You gotta stay in the spirit, stay in the truth. Everybody spoke well.
That's right.
All praise to the Most High.
He licked everybody boots over here, man.
That's right.
Come on, man. LOI and AOC, when we got together, it's a Hebrew takeover, man. Stop playing. It's the Mac, it's brotherhood, it's unity. The white man's the devil, as the Bible speaks of. Kum Yasha Allah, forever and never. Kum Yasha Allah. Kum Yasha Allah. That's right.
All right.
That's my